Hellzo, everybody. My name is Ben, and today I am recording at a very different time than I usually do, and the lighting is so great. I'm really happy with this. I had to say something about it even before I said we're doing the Ant-Man. I nearly said Avengers Infinity War again. I had to retake this so many times because I kept saying Avengers Infinity War. Almost did it again, but it's Ant-Man and the Wasp because that's the more recent movie. And by recent, I mean like 3 months ago. But whatever, it's earlier than Solo. My Solo custom review hasn't even come out yet, and that came out way before Ant-Man and the Wasp. But whatever. So sorry these didn't come out earlier. I've been really busy. I wanted to finish up Infinity War as soon as possible. Also, I'm starting my figures for Venom and for Super Smash Bros. And I was working with Decent Customs on some stuff. So yeah, I was really busy, but we finally got these, and I really, really like a lot of these figures, so I'm really happy I can show these to y'all. But anyways, let's get started with the main man, Ant-Man. This has got to be one of my favorite customs I've ever done. The lighting actually may not be great for this guy. It's reflecting right there. That's kind of annoying. But this is Ant-Man, from Ant-Man and the Wasp, of course, so I did quite a bit of sculpting for him. I sculpted his shoulder pads because I thought that they're kind of bulkier than the rest of his suit. And also I sculpted these little parts of his belt. And I'm really happy with this figure, except for this eye right here. If it wasn't for this eye, this figure would be perfect. But whatever. So I used some new paint I got to give it these. You can't really see it unless I do it in the light correctly, but he has these dark red details on his chest. You can kind of see it right there. They give the red an extra sort of layer. And the helmet, I just took the Ant-Man and the Wasp, or just Ant-Man helmet from the original one, actually, from the first set, and just modified the heck out of it, basically. And yeah, I really like it. Wait, I have one around here somewhere. Where is that thing? Oh, never mind. It's not around here anymore. I have all these other Ant-Man and the Wasp figures around me, but I guess I don't have that there. So yeah, I actually did the belt. It goes all the way around, unlike pretty much every other figure I've done. And he has the little buttons on his hands. I made sure to add those, and the button on his belt as well, which was a big plot point in the movie. That's it for big Ant-Man, or not biggest, but bigger. I was looking for this guy, and I was like, oh no, please don't say I lost him. But the reason I called him Big Ant-Man is because we got a little bitty Ant-Man to go along with him. So there's Big Ant-Man compared to him. And also I did give a sneak peek of him in a earlier video. I forgot which one. Oh yeah, the one with Decent Customs minifigures. But yeah, I used the one from the Captain America Civil War set, and I just basically repainted the entire body. I kept the helmet exactly the same because I liked it, but I repainted the shoulder pads and painted the little Ant-Man symbol. It's kind of hard for it to focus on it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks really good. And next up, the other title character, the Wasp. And my Wasp, especially compared to my Ant-Man, is not that great. Gold paint on top of dark blue paint just doesn't really work. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to show that Ant-Man doesn't have a head underneath. It's just completely black. And for the Wasp, it's the same. Even though I do have heads for them, I forgot to show the head. Dang it, my stupid air conditioner. Okay, these are the heads that I use for them and some of the Ant-Man and the Wasp stud stories and other promotional stuff that will hopefully come out if stuff doesn't mess up again. But yeah, I meant to show those. But in the spirit of one of my next showcases, she does use a Venom head underneath this head, and I just painted the bottom dark blue so that way whenever the helmet's on, it looks like the dark blue continues. And I just used, from the same action figure that Shadow Gang Gaming got me, I cut out these wings. So shout out to Shadow Gang Gaming again for that. and some gold and dark red details. Some of the dark red details are kind of eh, and it's just kind of sad because my Ant-Man is so much better than this, and you know, I feel kind of bad displaying Ant-Man without the Wasp, but she still looks pretty good compared to some of my other figures. I don't know, I like how the front of the helmet turned out, and how like the arm detailing turned out. I like that, and the wings. And also I painted these blue lines on the wings, I forgot to say that. But yeah, that's her. I spent way too much time on them. And a lot of customizers stopped there, but because I am a avid worker and couldn't stop, I didn't stop. So this is Hank Pym, and this isn't even it. We got 3 more characters after this, which that was me limiting myself. But yeah, so everyone uses different hairs for their Hank Pym, but I decided to use the Anakin Skywalker hair and just painted it gray, and I just used the Doctor Strange head and painted the beard and the eyebrows gray because it looks just, it's like perfect to the likeness, almost perfect. I used some gunmetal detailing for his shoulder pads and his body, and I really like how a lot of the body details turned out. And this arm, I am so happy with this arm. It looks a lot better in real life than it does on camera, but yeah, I'm really happy with this arm in particular. But yeah, I also continued the dark gray paint to the back, or gunmetal, or whatever, and I used a lot of shiny details so he shines like a diamond. And yeah, and also the gunmetal, I keep trying to call it dark gray. It continues onto his hands, and it's got some black boots and lots of silver, and this lighting kind of lights it up. The lighting is really great to sit in, but not really great to showcase stuff in. And oh my gosh, I am dumb. I completely forgot to show off Little Wasp. I did make Little Wasp, but I didn't make her with little wings. So I just used like a golden microfig I got from the Doctor Strange set. It's not focusing, but honestly it doesn't look that great anyway, so whatever. Yeah, both of the microfig, I think it's just the colors. Red and black, or mostly just black, works a lot better than every color. Black is the best color for customizing for all you youngins out there who are learning to customize. And this was the first figure I made, and she's kind of falling apart, and some of her stuff is kind of bad, but whatever. This is the mom. I totally forgot the name. It's been a while, okay? Wait, I should probably look it up. Okay, done with the second video cut. Yeah, this is Janet Van Dyne, and in her outfit from when she's stuck in the quantum realm. I'm really happy with the torso detailing right here. I think it looks really good and has a really cool 3D effect, and also the dark green sash and everything. And this used to stay closed, and it used to not be cut up, but I didn't know how to use the E-tape jackets. This was a while ago. So yeah, it's definitely not as good. And I just used a Ninjago mask for her half Wasp mask. It doesn't really look that good, and I just used this, a friend gave me an old head from Superman's girlfriend, whatever her name is. I'm not a DC fan. And then just this hairpiece. I thought it looked really good for her. Some people are saying to use others. I really like this one for her. And then this weapon I just kind of throw together for whenever I'm displaying her and stuff, so she has something to fight with. And the fingerless gloves, and I made a big bulky shoulder pad, which is funny because Ant-Man's shoulder pads are really small, but this one is really big and bulky. And just kind of simple legs, because couldn't find a lot of reference for her back then. I'm sure there's more now, but whatever. We got 2 figures left. This one is a little more obvious, and that would be Michael Pena's character. Forgot the name again. Lewis, okay. Let's hope it's Lewis, otherwise I'm gonna, it's Lewis, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I created the world's greatest grandma trophy, and this figure was mostly just whipped together pretty quick. I just kind of wanted to have him. So yeah, his hands look really bad. I don't know why I didn't go over those with 2 layers. I'll probably go back and do that again. And then I used the sleepyhead hairpiece and just sanded it a bunch so that way it looked more like his hair. And then I just used this face from some Star Wars character. I don't know. I don't like Star Wars. It was like on Bricklink I needed to get my Star-Lord head, and it said, okay, you haven't met the minimum, and I was like, okay, I'll just buy this random Star Wars head. So now I have it, and I painted it for him, and he has some simple legs, and I did lines on both of the arms and the pants to give him details. I don't know, he's kind of an figure, but now is my most recent figure by like a week, even though that figure was like a month or two old, and that would be, I almost said the Wasp. This is Ghost. I'm really happy with this figure. Lego for some reason used like light and dark gray, which just doesn't make any sense for the Ghost. Except I used their face. Okay, I'm not good at making faces. Yes, it has white paint all over it because white paint got inside this. This is actually a Lloyd hoodie. I haven't seen anyone do this. I've seen people do some bizarre stuff for her hoodie. I've seen people just use the normal one. I've seen people use a penguin head, which is really odd, but that actually looked really good. But I ended up using the Lloyd hoodie and just cutting out the hair, and I think it looks really good to the character, and lots of white detail. And this is chest part is E-tape. I know I could have sculpted it, but I don't know. I just felt it would be better if I just used E-tape. And then the sanded sides, and yeah, the light is really not good for this figure because you can't see a lot of the lighter white. Yeah, there we go. I added a lot of light white details, or darker white actually. I really like this arm, and I like both the arms a lot, and the legs I think turned out pretty great, and especially this hip piece. I'm really happy with this figure. I kind of wish some parts of the torso were better, but it was a lot worse. I had to go over it over and over and over till I got it right. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm working on a stud story right now. You may notice my voice is fading away. That's because I totally forgot to get something, because from now on all my showcases are gonna have a sneaky peeky for the next one. Oh, no, you don't get to look. Even though I don't know why I'm doing this now, because it's like, I already talked about what one of the next showcase is gonna be. So yeah, it's solo. Yeah, or I may do like random Smash figures before that, or whatever. I only have 2 figures left for solo. So yeah, hopefully that'll be next, hopefully not. Sorry the merch is not up. Actually, by the time this comes out, the merch store may be up, and I may be embarrassing myself, but whatever. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider subscribing. I don't know why. Why did I say that? I don't like saying please consider subscribing, because it's not really why I do YouTube, but whatever. It's just easy to say. Okay, I seriously have a problem. Now all my videos end with me questioning why I can't end videos, which is even worse than me not being able to end videos. I just can't stop talking. So, how's you guys' day going? Yeah? Yeah, that's cool, man. Or woman, whatever, I'm sorry. Whatever, I don't even know.